So with all the news that's been coming around with Fortnite Chapter 5 Season 2 right now, something has been a little bit forgotten. Well, forgotten for the moment because, again, everybody's been talking about the new season. But there is still a little bit of a problem with Fortnite that could have the potential to maybe improve the game or hurt the game in the future. That being, of course, Disney coming into Fortnite. Now, I've given my thoughts on Disney coming into Fortnite for the most part, but today I wanted to ask you guys, I wanted to ask the most sensible and mature Fortnite audience that there is, that being the amazing one that we have on this channel. That way we can get a pretty good idea on how the general community is feeling. We're going to talk about that in just a second. Before we do though, I do want to say hello everybody and welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Kyle. I am your guy with too many YouTube channels, and welcome back to the reply room, everybody, where I ask you guys to jump into the Discord and reply, give me a statement to a question that I have, or just something in general that is about the topic that we talk about. Today I asked you guys this: how do you feel about Disney x Fortnite over the next couple of years? Does it worry you, or are you more excited at the possibilities to come? Drop your thoughts below. And guys, if you want to help make these videos, which again, everybody who participated, I really appreciate you helping me make this video. Join the Discord, pin comment description down below. We would love to have you there. Let's get into the replies for today. It was kind of out of the blue. I dislike Disney as a company and think overall it's just going to take away from the focus of BR like any new mode would. It does affect me though if the game's story hasn't picked up by them. Where is my story, Charlie Wen? Hey, you know what? With the new season leaks, we might actually get something good coming from Charlie Wen. So that's always really nice to see. But yeah, the tough thing about it is it probably would take away from BR, especially if it launches the way that Chapter 5 is launched with Festival, Lego, and Rocket Racing. That definitely took focus away from BR, and something to the likes of Disney making a massive mode, you could only really expect them to take away from BR a little bit more with that. But hopefully they get back on track very soon. Now guys, I actually already read this one, and there was a couple pieces that I had to actually delete from there for reasons being that, you gotta be YouTube safe. It's nothing too bad, don't get me wrong. It's just I want to be safe for YouTube. So yes, I apologize to you. Anyways, somewhat concerned. Disney investing in Fortnite means they may throw in collabs that are meant to affect the storyline that Charlie Wen is trying to make. I don't want to see Elsa and McQueen being recruited by Jones to raid the last reality mothership, which contains Darth Olaf. As long as Disney uses Fortnite to as plain creative collabs, excuse me, I'm totally cool with it. Honestly, I don't mind some characters like McQueen being integrated into the new mode, Rocket Racing. Just keep Disney characters out of BR and we're good. Disney in the past few years has been really horrible and shady when it comes to good fan service because they're too busy. Fill in the blanks there, not difficult. Hoping this deal isn't a scapegoat for them to transition this. Fill in the blanks there, not difficult, to Fortnite. A game about 100 players dropping onto an island competing for the #1 victory royale. I just want to emphasize that, yes, didn't say anything bad. It's just, again, gotta be very YouTube safe with this, right? But anyways, I actually would like to see Disney characters come into Battle Royale. I think that'd be fun. I think the Mythics would be a blast to play with, but I definitely agree about the storyline part. Definitely agree with that. Darth Olaf is something that I could actually see them do. And Disney, yeah, Disney has been getting worse and worse over the few years. You know, they have their priorities, right? And their priority definitely wouldn't be to make the best game that could possibly be. So I agree and disagree with this personally. I'm in the category of not surprised. To put it bluntly, Disney and Epic have been meat riding each other for the past few years, though I still understand the concern since Disney is known for their more awful management of IPs, let's face it. And with this being more than a collab with a 10% buy, and we very well could see some bad influences exerted. Unfortunately, since 10% is enough to get whatever you want from a company, which Epic is unfortunately going to have to submit to. Yeah, that's going to be a little bit of a tough part. Again, I don't know personally, like, you never know, because there could be external factors to saying, like, how much Disney has a say. I know we could kind of, like, have an assumption, but we don't know if there's anything behind the scenes at all. Maybe they only have some say in, like, some certain areas. It's just really tough there, but yeah, Epic Games and Disney have been having a pretty good relationship, but at the end of the day, like, now that Disney will actually get more of a say instead of just, like, what has to come with their crossovers, you could expect Disney to do Disney-ish things. Kinda mixed. I don't trust Disney to not mess this up, and I'm not a fan of collabs mixing with the lore. Also, I remember hearing Disney was looking into buying video games companies, so the idea of Disney eventually buying Epic kinda scares me. On the other hand, more collabs are always nice, and it looked like they're making their own mode, so hopefully they won't mess with the other modes outside of collabs and events or wherever. Also, I don't like the Marvel comics that much. More comics wouldn't be bad for the lore, but as long as they don't mess it up like they did with Zero War. I don't know, I feel like people are being a little too pessimistic, but I don't think it's without reason. That's a good way to look at it, to be honest with you. Now, I will say, I loved the comics. I absolutely love the comics, and I would love to see more of them. But of course, we all like different things, right? Now, I actually didn't know that Disney was looking into buying a video games company. That I was not aware of. If that's the case, then I could see this being the first step into buying Epic Games. And if that's the case, oh boy. But I do like how you ended that there. I feel like people are being a little too pessimistic, but I don't think it's without reason. That's a very level-headed way to take a look at it. I feel very confident. Though Disney has a not-so-amazing past, this door opens the door for more collabs, Fortnite cinematics, possibly a movie, and awesome Unreal Engine experiences. Now, something that people have been excited for, and some people have, for the same reason, not been excited for, is the fact that Disney could actually come out with cinematics or a Fortnite movie. That would be very interesting, and again, it depends who you leave in charge of that, but hey, you know what? That's some really nice stuff that could come from it. I'm perfectly fine with it as long as it doesn't affect the story negatively. Disney has a habit of forcing things to be toned down in terms of graphic content and IPs that were previously a little more so, but was never an issue. Fortnite works best when its story is filled with mysteries and a progressing storyline with a climactic payoff, as well as a few darker undertones within. If Disney ever got enough of a say that they could start making the more story kid-friendly, then it would immediately kill any enthusiasm I had left for the story, because that means the story team can't really take risks or have anything too dark in the story, which would make the story boring and predictable. However, as for the positives, I'd be down to see Epic give another collab season a try. However, this time do it with Star Wars. Love to see it. Another thing that Epic should not allow Disney to do under any circumstances is let their own ideology invade what Epic has built Fortnite up to be. Pandering to a certain group or audience that isn't your own has been the main reason so many forms of media like films, games, etc. have faded into obscurity or just been downright terrible, and this is a tactic Disney is absolutely known for. A message like that shouldn't only ever be used in a story when it is an integral part of the plot and is not just forcing the movie for the sake of sending a message. You know, that's a very nice way to phrase it for YouTube friendliness. But you guys get the point, and I need to make this clear, guys. Don't assume that just don't assume anything about my personal views on things. I just, in general, think that you should be focusing on a game if you're making a video game instead of sending a message. That's what I think, okay? That's what should be the focus, and that's what Sizzo's focus here from this. Please correct me if I'm wrong, Sizzo, but I believe that's what you were kind of trying to get across here. Because again, like, Fortnite's built it up to be this amazing thing that it is, and Disney could take that and just throw their message on it, kill everything that we love about Fortnite, and that's what it becomes. But something that I keep forgetting about, to be honest with you, is the idea of, like you mentioned, a Star Wars season, like a Marvel season, but better. I would love to see a Star Wars season. I would absolutely love that. So there's goods, there's bads that can come from this, and this is very well phrased in my opinion. Thank you for the help making this video. I'm a little worried, to be honest. I'm not the biggest fan of Disney's current output, and I feel like this could cause Fortnite to lose what little originality it has left. I'm fine with it if they put it into all separate modes, but if it starts affecting BR by having more collabs and battle passes, or God forbid the storyline, then I'm wholly against it. The last thing I want is another collab season that takes over the entire game for a couple months. Really? Okay. It's funny how we have, and this is what I love about these videos, is we have like conflicting views on that. I totally understand why people hate the collab seasons. I just think the Marvel season was so much fun, man, that I would love to do it again, especially if they have the mythics, everything. Give me it. I'm here for it, but nothing wrong with hating it. I totally understand why you hate it, to be honest with you, but the problem being the storyline. The storyline could really, really suffer like we talked about earlier. And again, it would cause Fortnite to lose what little originality it had left. Disney would absolutely probably do that. To be honest, I don't really know about it. I don't want Disney all over Fortnite because I don't like the modern Fortnite updates. They like the creative UI and locker, but they could add some interesting lore with Disney and Fortnite, like imagine Mickey Mouse cranking 90s on you. Also, I don't want Fortnite to turn into some Cocomelon type stuff because I really enjoyed Chapter 4, but Chapter 5 with these modern updates is a no-go for me. So, a couple things about that. So, Mickey Mouse cranking 9s on you would be hilarious to me. I love funny skins like that, but the problem being, again, adding lore to this. We've talked about that. It's just, that seems to be what everyone's worried about. And you know that, like, Epic Games could take this into consideration, but Disney would not listen. Disney would not listen at all. They would go, look at these hateful people not wanting us in our lore. Like, that's what they would say, and then they would do it anyways. The only good thing, I'm sorry, like, I don't know why I laugh every time I see that profile. Tyler's best photo here. The only good thing that can come from it is collab skins and maybe some mythics. Other than that, I don't need them being anywhere near the lore, or near the lore, I think you meant to say. Look what they did to Marvel and parts of Star Wars. If you thought the storyline was dead now, they will kill it so bad that there's no coming back. Well, lucky for us, it seems like Charlie Wen's story could be kicking off very soon, but hey, you never know, right? Whatever they decide to do, if they give us another Marvel season, I'll be okay with it. Hey, okay, there's some things that I won't be okay with, but I mean, like, I'm here for another season of Marvel. I'm really mixed on this topic considering we have most of these collaborations in the game. On one hand, content will be amazing, and who doesn't love content being added to the game considering this is also going to be one of the bigger collabs. On the other hand, I don't want the collab to be focused on more than BR, especially since Fortnite has done that multiple times before. However, I am excited to see what this collab has to offer aside from my stereotypes about it. So, yeah, there's like, it's tough because so many people are saying different things about how this could be good and then this could be bad. There seems to be a lot of mixture on the collabs too, because we had a couple people who really like the collab seasons, myself included, and a lot of people who really hate when Epic Games focuses on collabs. I don't think either's wrong. There's just preferences, and I always like to say, man, why not have 2 battle passes? One collab, one original, have both sides happy. I'd be okay with that. But speaking of 2 battle passes, guys, I have a question for you. Have you seen this reaction video from my other channel? Check it out right here if you haven't. Thank you so much for coming, guys. Take care.